Hey guys, Wolfie here, and this is the Relm rework analysis for Dissidio Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global for the 27th of October 2020. And you guys know the drill. This rework analysis video will be the pros and cons. Now, Relm, as we know on JP, has yet to get an LD alongside 8080 Awakening, so my predictions in that will be a little bit later on the video, so that's that on that. Again, the usual thing with rework analyses of series is going to be the pros and cons, as always. Now, with Relm getting a secondary rework this time around, there's no way I could do a rework review for the end of this month. And a little heads up for the November calendar, since I already have that video posted onto the channel. There will be no rework review video for the month of for the end of November either, because the majority of reworks for November are secondary reworks, and it just would not be fair at all in any regard. So, with that bit out of the way, the usual disclaimer for this video: any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And another thing, I will be having links tied to both the Tonberry trip and the Dissidio database website in the description below. So with that all out of the way, I will meet you all, believe it or not, at the Strangle Banner screen, because we're going to go over the EX realization information first. So I'll meet you guys there. I am back. This is the information pertaining to Relm's EX weapon. The name of the weapon is called Magical Brush, and the EX ability is called Star Prism. So, like I said in the beginning, we do not have any information for her LD or 8080 Awakening, as she does not have either of those on JP as of yet. Like I said in the Strago event video, I do think it will be Ash against the LD in the Strago Lost chapter, partially because Ash has been in the game longer than Relm. But either way, we're going to go into Star Prism, what it does in base 4, which is the information you see here. So, and this is the information pertaining to her, the limit breaks 1, 2, 3 out of 3 pre-realization. So at 2 out of 3 pre-realization, she goes from slightly slow to normal for recasting a Star Prism. And this is 3 out of 3 pre-realization. This is now post-realization. So you get 0 out of 3. So you have an overflow limit that goes up to 180% from 150%. And the information you see in as well. 1 out of 3 is a moderate raise to her max bravery and attack. 2 out of 3 is the information you see here at the start of each wave, as well as the start of the quest. Now, the thing here with Sketch, the stat that it lowers is the attack stat. When it comes down to debuffs inflicted on the enemy, the biggest one I always prefer most of the time is a lower to the attack. Because with a good defense, you don't have to worry about the damage you get, so to speak. 3 out of 3 post-realization is the information you see here. There is a overflow limit raise again to 200% from 180%. And I forgot to mention here, at 2 out of 3 post-realization, she gets another boost to the recast speed for Star Prism. So at this point, she is slightly fast. The E-sphere that she gets from this is called Weak Guard Down. When attacking target's weakness, inflicts 30% down to the defense for 3 turns. So, with that out of the way, we're going to go into the character adjustments, which is the actual rework for Relm. This is odd. Let me pause this video real quickly, so I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So looks like there was a technical difficulty of some sorts via the touchscreen. The game might have frozen up on me while I was trying to record. So this is the Relm rework. Heads up, this is a secondary rework. So because her first rework came with her Lost chapter, first went live on Global. So for skill 1, Sketch Summon, the extension version, she gets 2 additional uses after the rework, so which helps out with the longevity in that regard. And we have here the Crystal Strength level 58 passive. It's a moderate raise to the party's max bravery attack. And the Sketch extension, she gets 2 additional uses. So rework number 1 came with 2 more uses. Rework number 2 is another 2 more uses. And the information you see here in red. So, what are the pros and what are the cons? Now, the thing here with Relm, I'm going to start off with a con right out of the gate, is that as much as I love her, she is one of those characters who needs her EX not only realized, but also 3 out of 3. The reason why she is an EX reliant individual is because she, at the moment, does not have any means to conserve her skill uses. Now, you can pull off, the HP attack plus or the brave attack plus, but you can't be too reliant on it without taking a careful look at the duration of the buffs that she has. Because something can go wrong and she has to either reapply her buffs and or re-inflict her debuffs. So she's one of those that's like, yeah, you have to be very careful. And perhaps a team composition for her would be those who can boost her stats up while also decrease the chance of her all buffs being removed. So it's one of those where she is EX reliant and team composition will be extremely important. Now, she can be seen as an honorary member of the cursed units because although she's not part of the cursed 6, she does not have means to conserve her skill uses. Because she has 8 uses of skill 1, 8 uses of skill 1, 10 uses of skill 2, and 2 uses of her additional ability. So she's going to be needing something extravagant in order to conserve her skill uses. And this is despite the slightly fast recast speed. Now, one of the biggest pros that comes out of this is that even when you use her skills appropriately, she will hit like a truck, especially if you pair her up with the right Esper. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with team composition, which is a con, because it's like, you have to be careful of, like, which Esper you put her with. That sort of thing. And to follow along with the Broadway saying how we mentioned her, she is a budget champion of sorts for the Luthania difficulty, but you have to be extremely careful which teams you put her in. You want to make sure she's in the right ones where she could really shine. So, with that bit out of the way, when it comes down to her LD 8080 Awakening, where could her LD go direction-wise? Now, the biggest thing I hope that the game does is that the LD gives her some means to conserve her skill uses. Now, the reason why the LD needs to help her with skill use conservation is because, honestly, she's going to be using a lot of her stuff really fast. If you don't know how to work her right, you're going to run out of gas super fast. So I'm hoping her LD gives her some means to conserve her skill uses. Now, like I said, to do a super quick recap, regarding November, there will not be any rework analyses review for the end of November, because the majority of the reworks coming in November are secondary reworks, and anyone that's getting their first rework, it's not going to be enough for me to do. So, with that bit out of the way, so the next special video should be the Leon Quick Tips character spotlight. So that should be coming out sometime within the next couple of weeks. And hopefully I can get back on track with doing more videos for the game more often. I do apologize again because I've been sick and now I'm dealing with a lower back strain as of earlier today. So I'm hoping, I can get back on track doing more videos for the game more often. I cannot promise anything in that regard. So, with that, I will be getting going. So, that's that. With Wolfie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.